I really just woke up and I felt like a little different. I was just like, I'm feeling good today. And I think it was Rob. He had said, like, I feel a big game today. And I was just like, yeah, me too. But I just kind of brush it off. And I always say that every day. So I just always think I'm going to have a big game. But just throughout, I didn't even really know I had 43 points. I just was just going, and then I looked up and seen I had like 37, and everybody's like, "Go get 40, go get whatever." So I just was going.
What was opening up for you then?
I just think it was coach just helping exploit mismatches. They were switching ball screens a lot, and in the two-man game, it was either we were getting the ball into Malik or AD, getting it inside, or playing against their posts on the perimeter, and they were switching ball screens. So we were just exploiting mismatches, and they really didn't make any changes to adjust to it. So we just kept going to it.
To get to do that in a city you came here from, just what did that mean to you?
It actually meant a lot, you know. My career at Dayton wasn't the same as it's been here. I mean, I was sort of a different kind of player. I had a different role there. I was more defensive, so not many people got to see me, my full capabilities, you know, because I had a lot of other players around my team, better players, and everything like that. So just being able to go back and, you know, there were fans from Dayton there and everything, and just to show, like, hey, like, this is what I can do. And I know you guys love me, but this is what you're not getting to see anymore. Like, I'm doing it somewhere else. It just felt good, and it's kind of a blessing. Like, I know everybody probably seen my tweet. I tweeted like, look how God worked and everything, and it's just crazy how things come back full circle and you just keep working.
Kind of off of that, take me through your decision to go to Dayton and just ultimately what led to hitting the portal and then coming to YSU.
So I mean, fresh out of high school, I had a lot of offers. I don't know how many, but Dayton was my first official visit, and Coach Grant, his staff, they were great. Everybody there on my visit was great. It was exactly what I was looking for, a family atmosphere, somewhere I felt I could come make an impact. And I mean, for my first 2 years that I played, I mean, I think we went 29-2 my sophomore year. We were number three in the country. My role wasn't as big, but I mean, I played defense. I was very good on defense. I mean, I did the little things that we needed for our team to help our team. So then just I tore my ACL, and it was kind of like I felt I just needed a new start, just do something different, get my head back in the right place. So Coach Cal called instantly when I went in the portal, and I had that relationship with him. And from there on, I mean, the beginning was a little bumpy because I was getting back used to playing basketball. But I mean, once I got to it, it's just I haven't looked back, and I'm proud of my decision to come here.
Just what was the process of rehabbing from that ACL tear and just how much progress did you have to make to be ready to come here?
Oh, it was daily. I mean, I was out for 10.5 months. So I mean, I had surgery October 21st, 2021, and really, or was that 2020? 2020, yeah, October 1st, 2020, and 21st, 2020, and literally fresh out of surgery, I started rehab. Literally, I woke up and I was doing rehab, and that's what it was for 10.5 months. Rehab every single day, squats, like everything, you name it, every leg exercise. I probably did it a million times for hours, like 4 to 6 hours a day, probably a rehab, and then doing stuff on my own too, while also trying to get better with basketball. So just those 10.5 months really was 4 to 6 hours every day, just having to work my tail off, work hard to if I wanted to get back to where I wanted to be. And I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like there's still a lot of work to do, but I'm glad with the progress I made. And I think that was something that not many people would say, but I think I needed it to recenter myself and really get back focused.
Since getting here, just why has it worked out so well for you and for YSU?
Um, I just think having coaches confidence, knowing that he's put the ball in my hands. He believes in me, and I believe in myself fully. Like there's nothing that can go wrong if you got somebody that believe in you and you believe in yourself. Like you're fully confident. No matter what goes on, like it's never like a doubt in my mind that coach doesn't believe in me or I believe in myself. Like it might not go right all the time, but I think that's one of the biggest things that just playing with the confidence and having coaches' confidence.
Where does this competitive edge you played with come from? And just kind of take me through getting into the mindset on a game day.
I think it come from, the way I was brought up. I didn't have much, so I always had to fight for everything. I had to work hard for everything. If I wanted it, nothing was really given to me. Like, just especially like coming from Cleveland. That's how, I mean, a lot of people like that are like that. Just because it's a lot different for us, we all come up a different way. So I just go out and play with a chip on my shoulder. Like, even though people might say like, "Oh, you're the best player on the court," I go out there and play like nobody know who I am, or I feel like somebody on the other team that said something personal to me. So now that's how I play. Like, that's why I might look like I'm being, feel me, showing out a little bit, but it's just my edge, it's my fire. That's how I get through, play the game. So I think it just helps me a lot, really.
Yeah, as of right now, you are third. Yeah, you are third in the Horizon League in scoring right now. Can you tell me a little bit about that and what that means to you, really getting up in the standings in the Horizon League, leading almost all players in the Horizon League?
To be honest, that's my first time even knowing that. I don't really pay attention to scoring. I really don't even. Scoring is the thing I think of first. I really like getting assists, and I know my assist numbers and drop down. So I don't really care about my points. They come and go, whatever they happen. But I want to be first in assists.
What's what's next for you as far as basketball goes, and then life after basketball?
Uh, to be honest, man, my goal is to play for as long as possible, which I believe that as long as I keep playing the way that I'm supposed to, that'll happen. And then from there, just hey, whatever happens, we're gonna let the ball go wherever it goes and take me wherever it takes me, and I'm gonna roll with the punches.